Hi everyone, and welcome back to Cooking in Pink Boots. If you're new here, welcome. I'm Charlene and I'm about to take you on a food adventure from right here in my kitchen. So come on. Today I'm going to be making one of the most crispiest, tangiest, and delicious fried chicken you will ever gonna eat. Now starting off, I have about 3 pounds of chicken leg quarters here that I had trimmed some of the fat off, washed and clean. I know some people say don't wash your chicken, but I do. I do very carefully, but I do. In this large bowl, I'm going to make a simple brine, seasoned vinegar brine, and to make that, I'm going to start off with 1 cup of vinegar, 1 cup of water, and here I have a teaspoon of salt, a half a teaspoon of black pepper, and I'm going to go ahead and just stir that up. An uncle of mine, Mr. Joseph Kanata, used to make this fried chicken. I called it the vinegar fried chicken, and that's where I got the idea of this brine. Just gonna go ahead and add those chicken pieces right in. And if you have to double the liquid for more chicken, you can do that, or half it for less chicken. You can do that as well. Just be sure it all gets coated. All right, now I'm just gonna go ahead and cover this up and put it in my fridge for about 30 minutes. Good. Now you can also add some yellow onions or green onions in there to add in some extra aromatics or seasonings. All right, now into the fridge. All right, now while that is marinating in our vinegar brine in a small, not small, medium-sized Tupperware with a lid. You're going to want the lid because we're going to use it several times. I'm going to add 3 cups of all-purpose flour, just plain all-purpose flour, no cornstarch, no nothing. You're not going to need that. And to that, I'm going to add 1.5 teaspoons of salt, 1 teaspoon of black pepper, and here I have 1 teaspoon each of onion powder and garlic powder. And let me measure out a teaspoon of paprika. All right, now let me give that a quick whisk. For this recipe, you're not gonna need any eggs or milk. And that vinegar is going to tenderize that chicken better than buttermilk itself, you'll see. And we're just gonna go ahead and put the lid right over that until we need it. All right, and it's actually been about an hour. You can see the vinegar has changed the color a little, and that's perfectly fine. That's what we want. And now because I'm brining it with vinegar, I'm gonna go ahead and just drain it out and lightly rinse it. And I will go ahead and show you exactly what I mean. Drain it out. And that is it. Now the inside is nicely seasoned, and it has a little bit of that tanginess from the vinegar. Go ahead and transfer my chicken back onto the board where I'm going to pat it dry and season it. Now, when I rinsed out the brine, that's not mandatory. That's actually optional if you want to rinse it out or not. All right, now to season our chicken, I'm just going to sprinkle some salt, and you want to season both sides. Some black pepper. You don't want to add too much. That mustard, there's so much flavor in it already. Sorry, that was salt, black pepper, garlic and onion powder, and some paprika. And I'm just putting a half a teaspoon of each. All right, and here we go. Our chicken is all seasoned front and back. And we're back to our flour mixture. Push that down. Now, again, you didn't have to do this whole process here. That's just me being a little extra. You could have just seasoned it right in the bowl. Now I'm gonna go ahead and coat my chicken in that flour mixture and dust off any excess and right back into this bowl here. And we're gonna repeat that step until we are done. Now you can just sprinkle half of the flour mixture right into the bowl if you like. I like to do it this way because I want to be sure it gets coated really, really well. but you do whatever makes it easier for you. This flour is going to not only help keep that mustard stuck on, it's also going to create like a wet batter. I have about half the mixture left. So again, I'm going to cover it because I'm going to need that still. And here I have half a cup of yellow mustard. Now you can use more or less, it's whatever your heart desires. And I'm just using some Heinz yellow mustard. I'm going to try to just use one hand. I'm not trying to wipe off all the flour. I'm just trying to get the mustard coated over it. It looks like so much mustard, but it's not going to taste like eating a big glob of mustard. This is going to be so good. I'm going to let that sit for another 30 minutes in the fridge. All right, now back here I have about almost a quart of oil, vegetable oil. Use canola oil. Here I have my mustard chicken, my flour mixture. Still got a lot. And I have a wired rack ready for my chicken. So be sure you're prepared with everything. And looks like we're ready to go. And while my oil is over there heating up, I'm gonna go ahead and get some chicken double battered into this flour. And we'll have that ready to go. All right, I'm just going to shake off any excess flour. So get that ready. Be sure your mat is dry. Now, once again, once you touch chicken with this hand, it touches nothing else. I got a clean hand and a chicken hand. Be sure it's got mustard all over. Now, time to clean my hands. All right, now I got my heat set to medium high and my temperature, my oil at 350, and I'm gonna go ahead and drop it in. And I always start with the larger pieces and then work my way down to the smaller pieces. Alright, after 10 minutes, let's take a look at it. Give it a quick test. Hear it, scrape it, it's nice and crispy. Now you can go ahead and discard the rest of the flour mixture, or you can do what I'm about to do and use what I can from it to make a good chicken gravy. Chicken is all done. Now that's what I want to hear when I'm about to eat some fried chicken. I want it to be crispy just like that. I want it to be pretty just like that. And I want it to be delicious just like this. And here we have it. My mustard fried chicken. Yeah. And let's take a bite. Oh my goodness, that was really good. Thank you all so much for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. And don't forget to click on that notification bell as well so you can be updated on more food adventures with me, Charlene. I'm right here in my kitchen where every day I'm cooking in pink boots. Bye.